What's up guys, this is Automotive Anonymous, and that is the 2023 Subaru Ascent Limited 7-seater, generously borrowed by Twin Falls Subaru in Southern Idaho. Check them out, I'll leave the link below. They're good people to work with, and they're always slightly under MSRP. What we're going to do today is a walk around, go through some specs, initial driving impressions 0 to 60, and final thoughts to see if it's worth your time and money. And while I have your attention, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to help the channel grow. For those of you who already have, thank you guys so much. There's so much great stuff coming. But let's get right into it. This is the autumn green metallic on this limited model. It's a beautiful color that changes in different reflections, different lighting. It looks really good from all angles. Subaru started the Ascent in 2018. It's the biggest Subaru that they offer in America. It replaced the Tribeca. They sell between 36,000 and 81,000 of these a year. Its sole powertrain is the 2.4 turbo that makes 260 horse, 277 torque. I have it in my Outback Wilderness. It's a phenomenal powertrain. And these are a top safety pick plus. It has a 19.3 gallon gas tank, 19 city, 25 highway, so it can get up to about 480 miles of range. They are 16.5 feet long, so about a half foot longer than an Outback. They are roughly 6.5 feet wide and 6 feet tall. They weigh 4,500 pounds, which conveniently is the same as an adult male northern elephant seal. Or if we're going to talk U.S. land mammals, it's 2 dairy cows and 2 baby elephants is what this baby weighs. It can tow 5,000 pounds, so it can conveniently tow an Ascent behind an Ascent. The wheels are really nice, 20-inch rims. It's a 245, 50, 20 for the all-season tire. You got cameras throughout on the side, which those are the folding mirrors. Very nice features. You have the front-facing camera, and then another camera on the other driver's side mirror, so it has a full 180-degree view. It does have the bright LED headlights, which Subaru is known for making very good LEDs. It has the 4th gen eyesight system. And then where this one is about 45,000 and change, what it gets is the optional package that everyone wants. That's the Harman Kardon speakers, the moonroof, the navigation, and a few other goodies. But getting to the inside, the door panel looks very Subaru. You got 2-person driver seating set up. Big double bottle holder with some snacks. Nice armrest with the stitching. Very good accents throughout. You got a cubby, you got some options down here. You got your fuse box, you got your hood release, you got some rubber pedals. Sorry, the paddles are up here and those are not rubber. You got power options, leather seats, and the bolstering for the thigh actually extends. No embroidery, but it looks really good. Let's hop in. Start it up. The wheel looks really good. It's heated. That's the button that everyone's looking for. You have the scrolly toggle switch to go through your center options. And then everything's just where you want it to be. Sitting position, it's really comfortable. The 11.6-inch touchscreen has the updated, nicer bottom right here, where you get heated seats, you got all your HVAC stuff without it opening up a subscreen. You have the windshield defrost, rear defrost. Let's go to camera though. Let's see what that looks like. When you're in park, how cool is that? When you're in drive, it shifts gears and it shows you that full 180 front camera, and then the typical camera that's like on the Outbacks. You got USB-C, USB, you got aux, the camera button, and a 12-volt hiding in the little cubby. You can go down, drop it into manual mode, and have some fun playing around with the paddles, playing musical gears. The electronic parking brake pulled up to set, drop it to disengage. 2 cup holders, and a really big center console with a lifty tray. And if you're still using coins, you can fit them all right there. No plugins though in the center console, but it is pretty big for the class. And then up here, you have the shade. If you want to get out of the sun, you can tilt it up, or you can slide it. You can see it's pretty darkly tinted from the factory, which is very nice. What's also nice is keeping an eye on the backseat passengers. Just like you're driving a school bus, you got the mirror, or you got the sunglass holder. Tinted, not tinted, you got the dimming rear view mirror and the side mirrors. You have home link, you have blind spot monitoring, You have heads-up display, you have reverse automatic braking, front automatic braking, adaptive cruise, lane centering, lane departure notice. You got all the goodies. But let's sit behind ourselves in the second seat in the captain chair, and we'll see what it's like. You got an actual cup holder, you got a sunshade. Those two features alone, fantastic. A little bit more narrow armrest, not bad though. Double bottle holders and some snacks. The Harman Kardon speakers follow throughout, again from that moonroof nav speaker upgrade package. Really nice leather seats. You could drop the top, you could slide it forward, or if you're in the back, that's how you get out. Sitting behind herself at 5'11", I'm gonna slide myself forward just a little bit. Got the map pocket. I can tell them how I think they should be driving up there if I have any concerns. Make sure I'm comfortable. I got the heated seats, temp control, USB-C, USB, and a couple extra drinks. You get the armrest on the captain chair, and we're gonna do our best to fit in the back row in the third, and we're gonna see what's offered back there. You got some vents you can see up top, some halogen headlights. All right. Hopefully this won't be too painful of an experience. Back here, speakers follow, a couple outlets, a little place to hold on for dear life if the front is driving crazy and the middle passengers aren't giving good directions. Or if they are, you can just keep some extra stuff back there. You get a Coke holder, a juice box holder, and a water bottle holder. I think that covers it. You get some tie downs. If you have the seats down, you might need those for the back storage. Otherwise, just safety latches for child seats back here. And pretty identical on the other side. Slightly altered shape. You can only pick 2 drinks, and then if you have any extra change or pennies that didn't fit in the front center console, that's where you are actually supposed to store them. Let's drop the seat. Let's slide it forward and see if we can escape. And we do have a step right here to get to the roof rails, which is a nice feature by Subaru. Again, the 8.7 inches of ground clearance, and you have the spare tire under there like you would on a traditional SUV. Down here, reverse camera. We have the one-touch lift, and we have the pin code. I have a video on how to set that. It's a really cool feature. I use it about once a week. Not a ton of room with the back seats up, but when you drop the seats, you get about 75 cubic feet of room, so that makes up for it. You have a nice halogen light right there. You have a couple tie downs, aux, Harman Kardon sub back here, a few features like that throughout. And then because the spare tire is underneath the vehicle down here, you just get extra storage. You get the eye bolt hiding in there. You get some tools down there, and your sunshade, your privacy shade, if you want to keep it there when it's not in place when the third row is up. When the vehicle is locked, the gas door is locked, and vice versa. Let's check on our passenger. Door panel, identical cup holder, sunshade, very nice. One map pocket, and they're staying out of trouble with that top Safety Pick Plus rating. If you're riding shotgun, you might be able to fit a shotgun in the large Subaru Ascent. You get powered options on the leather seats, no embroidery, but they look really great. There's no discrimination between driver and passenger here. You get good options. There is not the storage cubby right there like the Outbacks have, but you still get the same one right here. Locking glove box. And I don't see an outlet in it, a 12 volt like the Outbacks, but it has enough room for your driving gloves, your pamphlets, whatever you got going on in there. Let's get around to the 2.4 liter turbo, and let's see how it sits in the engine bay. Let's pop the hood, and there it is. You got the ducting to cool down the intercooler on the top that goes through the grill. You have your windshield reservoir, your battery, positive and negative terminal, brake fluid reservoir, coolant reservoir, engine top mount oil filter, 0W20 engine oil fill cap. You can see that the engine sits lower in the engine bay of this vehicle than on like the WRX or the Outback, just because it is a larger vehicle encasing it. Over here we get the air going into the ducting to the filter, through all the magical plumbing and piping to get through the Spinny Boy turbo, to get through the intercooler to cool down, to go through the throttle body, and then into the upper intake manifold through the horizontally opposed boxer, so that you can make lots of power. Alternator on top, plastic cover to keep your fingers from getting squished or sliced off from the serpentine belt. Otherwise, there's quite a bit of room in here to work with if you ever had to do, you know, some regular maintenance. Looks like a pretty good setup. Nice job, Subaru. Let's drop the hood. Let's teleport inside, but before we do, I wanted to point out the 4th gen eyesight camera that I actually missed earlier. That's really cool. Every year, every model that's improving, it just means the safety features are getting better. All right, let's get to the initial driving impressions. Initial driving impressions of the 23 Ascent Limited. It's a phenomenal vehicle. It feels really upscale, really high class. I'm constantly surprised that all of the trim levels of basically all the Subarus feel very worth it. The Ascent, of course, is the biggest Subaru. You do feel like you're a little bit higher up driving it. Road noise is equally or better than my Outback, which is nice. The heated steering wheel feels great. You can feel that anywhere, but it seems to be the strongest in the 9 to 10 and 2 to 3 driving positions. Comfort is great. Armrests are fantastic. Everything's right where you want it to be as the driver. All the safety features, the heads-up display, blind spot, adaptive cruise, reverse automatic braking, they're all really good. Nothing to really gripe in here, especially for only $45,000. Having 8.7 inches of ground clearance and driving a lot through the country, I feel like I can do all that I need to do. I'm not really worried at any point. I can pull off the side of the road. I can go over small things in the road. I don't have to unsafely swerve to get out of the way. Creature comfort is just fantastic in here. I really like all the adjustments that the leather seats can do, and then having the heated options on the way I usually drive is fantastic. With the Harman Kardon speakers, they do sound upscale. Really nice value if you guys can swing it. Let's open up the sunshade, let you guys see what that looks like. Very nice panoramic roof. I love it. Not a bad view, is it, guys? We are going a little bit uphill right now. I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle, though, so you can see what you're working with in the 4,500-pound descent. It gets right up to speed, no trouble passing on the highway, the interstate, around town. Especially if the vehicle's loaded down, I think you're going to really enjoy the turbo offering, and thankfully it's the only offering in the Ascent. I'm glad that they didn't put a naturally aspirated engine in. I don't think that would have done this vehicle justice. But we're almost to our spot. Let's do our 0 to 60 so I can show you guys just how quick it is. 0 to 60 in the Ascent, traction control's off. I'm going to brake rev the CVT. I'll post the GPS graph after. The number I'll verbalize to you guys will be the true 0 to 60, and then without the foot of rollout, the way it'd be rated will be the bottom left number on the GPS graph to follow. Density altitude's about 2,000 feet right now, so the vehicle is down on power 3 to 3.5%. Let's see what it can do. That felt really good. The true 0 to 60, it says, came in at 7.69 seconds. Here's that graph, and then we'll get to the final thoughts. Final thoughts of the Ascent Limited is overall it's a fantastic vehicle. It gets decent mileage. It has really good power, as you just saw. It looks great with autumn green. The LED headlights are awesome. It has so many driver assistant technologies that for 45 grand, it's surprising that Subaru can actually offer you as much as they do. If you're not looking for a CX-9 or any of the other three-row competitors, I think the Ascent is a great offering with the standard engine, the standard all-wheel drive, and and a greater ground clearance than a lot of its competition. You really get a lot of good value here. It's not that bad to get in and out. Subaru has made a very good design with these. And if you're interested, this one, again, below MSRP, and it's in the link below. But if you guys like my video, the style that I review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to help the channel grow. There's lots of really cool stuff coming weekly. It's growing fast. For those of you who already do, thank you so much. I really appreciate getting to talk with you guys and seeing your support. Until next time, guys, take care.